if I had to sell a bag from every designer in my collection, which bag would be on the chopping block? From Chanel to Louis Vuitton and Prada to Saint Laurent, which are the bags that I like least out of my collection from these brands? So I'm going to start with Givenchy. I currently have two bags from Givenchy. I have my recently purchased hobo bag here in like a cream with gold hardware, and I have my Givenchy Infinity bucket bag with like the silver chain. So both on the shoulder bag, and I do absolutely love them. I've had this one a lot longer. So out of these two, which one would I sell? I feel like this probably looks cooler, but the Infinity bucket bag is the one that I would sell for the reason that this is actually quite a heavy bag and you cannot like change the strap. It's quite a thick strap as well, whereas this one has a little bit maybe more clearance under the arm as a hobo bag. So let me know which one you would go for in the comments, but for me it would be the Infinity bucket bag from Givenchy that I would sell. Hey everyone, Steph here. I thought today's video topic would be quite fun, which bags I would sell from each brand. Now, I did see this topic on Deb from Wild Unfiltered's YouTube channel, and that sparked this inspiration. I also noticed that Amelia Rose Closet did this. I loved both of their videos on this so much, the bags that they would sell. I will link to those videos on their channels down below. And I thought, why not go through my collection and decide from the brands which one I would get rid of? Please do let me know in the comments down below if you think I have made any huge mistakes throughout this video. Okay, we've done Givenchy, let's move on to Prada. Okay, I have three Prada bags. I have my crystal bag up here. Needless to say, this one definitely won't be going anywhere. I have my Kahia bag here with the lion knocker on the front. This is a love kind of hate bag, so you either love it or you hate it. I love it, obviously, that's why it's in my collection. I've definitely had quite a few people that have seen my collection in person have said that this is their favourite bag, so very, very interesting. And the third bag that I have from Prada is my double tote bag. So the Prada bag that I would sell out of those three is the Prada double bag. Now, not for the reasons that you might think. I wouldn't sell this bag necessarily because I don't think it is a good bag. I think it's a fantastic bag, but I would actually sell it because I just don't really use this anymore. Now I don't go to an office, a place of work. This is actually quite a big bag. I do love it though because it does come with a crossbody strap, but for me I would actually get the double bag in the size down from this, which I believe is the mini because this is the small. And also this is in like a nude, it's kind of like a pink nude, and sometimes I find this colour harder to style, so I'd probably go maybe with a grey, just something that's a little bit more muted that would go with my wardrobe a little bit more. But yeah, not for the reasons you might think. I think this is a fantastic bag. I think it's a hugely underrated bag actually from Prada. You can get these on the pre-love market for fantastic prices. Just the size and the colour of this one don't really work for me so much. I also want to let you know, if you like the look of any of these videos in today's video, I'll pop links in the description box down below so that you can shop this really easily. And if you aren't already, make sure you sign up to my email list. It is completely free. I will pop a link up here for you and down below. It means you're going to be notified of future video releases before anyone else, and as well as exclusive discount codes. Sometimes I also do like sale finds and like discount codes that I find that maybe I won't do a video here on YouTube, but I will share with my email list. Okay, the next brand is Aspinal of London. We've got a mix of high-end and like lower-end contemporary brands in my collection, which is something that I'm loving right now. So Aspinal of London, the bag that I would sell, I have two. I have the trunk bag and I have the midi Mayfair bag in English lavender. So this one has like a champagne gold hardware. I will say, I think the quality of bag you get from Aspinal of London is fantastic for the price point. It is a brand that I am really enjoying and looking into more and more. But for me, so let me just show you my trunk. I actually think out of these two, the one that I would sell is the midi Mayfair. And again, not because like this is actually an easier to use bag than the trunk. This is all hard-sided, so there's kind of no room for movement with this one. But the reason that I would sell this one is I feel like it's, number one, very regal looking, very kind of posh, ladylike. Kate Middleton has this bag. She has it in this exact colourway. She inspired this. But because this is in an English lavender, like a light lavender colour, which is sensational, I actually don't find that I wear it with so much because it's just such a nice, delicate colour. I'm more into like bolder colours in general at the minute and teaming them with I guess it kind of goes with this dress. Dress is from Dolce & Gabbana if you're interested. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at myself in the viewfinder here. Does the bag go? What do we think? So yes, I'm definitely not opposed to the Midi Mayfair bag. I think it's fantastic, but maybe in this colorway, it's not the perfect one for me. Mulberry is the next brand on the chopping block. Okay, I have 3 Mulberry bags, I believe currently. I have Mulberry Softy in the tobacco color. I have the Mini Alexa in gold. And I also have it in the bright lawn green. This, my friends, is going nowhere. I love it. You can just see how bright it is. This is such a fantastic bag. So it would have to be one of these two, and I think it would actually be the gold Mini Alexa. However, that being said, due to a recent addition to my collection, which if you haven't seen that unboxing yet, I'll link it up here and down below, very exciting, from Louis Vuitton, I would actually sell this one because it's actually quite similar to another bag in my collection. So for now, the Mini Mulberry Alexa in the gold foil, which you can no longer buy, so I would definitely have to think hard if I was going to sell this one. I would actually sell my little softie, but I do really like this bag, so I would seriously consider it in another colour, but this is the one on the chopping block today. Next we have another contemporary, more lower luxury, affordable brand, if you will, one that I'm obsessed with. So this is DeMellier, and I currently have 3 bags. I definitely foresee more in my collection in the future, so if this is a brand you're interested in, make sure you subscribe because I will be doing, I'm no doubt, an unboxing very soon, so stay tuned for that. I have the Vancouver bag from DeMellier, and I have the Londoner bag. I will link these down below. Super reasonably priced. I think they pack such a statement. A lot of you have asked me to actually review these two because a lot of people debate them. They are very similar, but for me, so I have this one in black as well. Because I have this in black, I would actually get rid of this one, the Vancouver, in the taupe colour, just so I would have the variation of keeping the London bag and then having the Vancouver bag, but in the black. I think the black, let me just grab it. Here we go. I think the black just has more of a presence. I think because the gold contrasts on the black more, I just prefer it. And for autumn winter, like a simple white shirt, black jeans, this on, or like a chunky cream knit, the black one for me wins hands down. I absolutely love it. This one's maybe more spring, summer, but I feel like you can wear this one all year round. So this is the one I would get rid of. Next is Marc Jacobs. Again, a very affordable brand. And I do have 3 Marc Jacobs bags. However, my small tote bag, my gran is currently using. She really liked it and I have decided to let her keep it. So I do have that one technically, but that one's gone now. So to not cheat, we have the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag. I love this bag so much. These are the micro size though, so they're smaller than the other one. And I have this like iridescent sequins, which I recently got, and the micro in the black faux shearling kind of teddy vibes. So this one's great for autumn, winter. This one is great for spring, summer. Which one would I keep? For me, this one's a really easy one actually. I would keep the sequins. I just think it's super special, and I know that when you can no longer get this like iridescent colorway anymore, because this is a seasonal piece to my knowledge, I will super regret it. Whereas the shearling, I don't know, I do think this looks cool. I do actually use it a lot. It's really lightweight, but I just think this one is a little bit more special. So this is the one I would get rid of. Now moving on to our more premium luxury brands, Christian Dior next up. Now this would be an easy one in the sense that I only actually have 1 bag from Dior. It is the book tote bag in the limited edition Jardin print. So because this is limited edition and you cannot buy this one anymore, I do not want to sell it, but I guess if I had to get rid of a Dior bag, it would be this one. And I will say, I knew this when I got this tote bag in general. It's not the most functional piece. There are tote bags that I think function-wise work a lot better than the Dior book tote bag do. So I wouldn't be completely like closed to getting rid of this one, but yeah, for the sake of this video, it's the only one that I've got, so it's the only one that I would be able to get rid of. Next, we have Saint Laurent. Now I have a few bags from Saint Laurent. I have my Lulu in the white here. I have my sunset bag, Lulu in the cinnamon suede. Oh, and I've got the Rive Gauche tote and the Icar large leather tote bag. Okay, which one would I get rid of? I know a lot of you might be screaming at the camera right now saying get rid of the Icar love-hate bag. Some people love it, some people hate it. I quite like it. That's why it's here in my collection. This is hard.
A few moments later.
I would possibly say the Cinnamon Suede Lulu, not because of any other reason than I actually have two. And I seem to have a problem right now with buying caramel coloured bags. Like I really love them. I find them super easy to style. And I probably have too many bags of this same colour. And realistically, this bag here could easily be replaced colour-wise with another one in my collection. So it could be this, or it could be the Icar, just because since I've got it, I haven't really used it, but I do think it's a cool bag. I think it makes like a cool travel bag. When I do finally go away and don't mind having like an open tote bag like this one. This one's hard. Let me know what you think in the comment. But yeah, maybe actually it's this one, because I feel like this one I don't really have anything clear to replace it with right now, but I do the Lulu. Now I do have some pieces from brands like Celine. I have my Celine 16 here. I have my Chloe Woody tote bag. I have my Longchamp bag down here. So there are a few brands that are similar to Dior where I've only actually got one bag from these brands. So I don't really feel like it would be a very fair video to bring those into it so much, because like the Dior situation, it would have to be that one that I would get rid of. Not a very good comparison. So let's move on to, let's do Louis Vuitton and then we'll do Chanel. Louis Vuitton is the brand that I have the most pieces from. It is the brand that I very early on aspired to own, and I definitely have quite a few pieces in my collection now. This is so hard to choose one. I definitely know that I would not get rid of any of my Louis Vuitton Capucine bags. I have three. My two minis and my BB. They are going absolutely nowhere, I don't think, ever. So I think it would be a canvas piece that I would get rid of, because they feel a little bit more replaceable. A lot of these you could still buy if you wanted to, even though we've got the price increases. Now, I could cheat here and say I would get rid of my Louis Vuitton Keepall, but if you are a subscriber, you will already know I have decided pretty much that I'm going to sell this. I just haven't got round to selling it yet. I'm still kind of holding out to see whether I pick it up and use it. This is the Keepall 45. But I feel like because I've already said that I will probably likely sell this, this is a cheat. Like, this is a get out of jail free card. So looking at a different piece from the brand that I would sell, okay, I think there could be two. And like I say, this one is going to be super surprising because I said I would never sell it. The first one would be the Lock Me backpack. But again, I've kind of suggested maybe I will sell this because I have the Lock Me Ever mini bag, like the satchel kind of version. And I actually think I prefer this. It comes with a really beautiful chain as well. The backpack can be a bit fiddly, but these are super hard to get in this colorway now, so I haven't sold it. But for the bag that I said I would never sell, I have been considering selling this actually recently, and it is my Louis Vuitton OnTheGo size in the canvas. Okay, so why would I sell this one? Okay, I would sell it because I am definitely moving into a phase. Obviously, it's quite a topic right now of quiet luxury, and this, my friends, is not quiet luxury. We have the big logo on the front of the bag, and also just the fact that I didn't realize how much I wouldn't use my tote bags now that I work for myself. I'm at home all the time, and the tote bags generally are just open, so I don't really like that because it makes them like less secure, and I generally don't need a bag of this size when I leave the house. So this definitely is not getting as much use at the moment as it used to a few years ago, and it's just kind of sat here. There is also another tote bag that I quite like the look of, which is the Prada Symbol tote, I believe it is. I've tried this on. It's like black leather with the Prada on the front, and I feel like that one looks a bit more chic than the OnTheGo. What do you think? Would this be a huge mistake to sell my OnTheGo? I think I will, like my Keepall, like the Lock Me backpack, I'll probably sit on it for a while and just kind of weigh up my options, see if I do want to sell it, and then if I don't reach for the pieces in the next few months, I am sure I will be selling them. Again, if you are interested in seeing any sale vlogs when I do decide to sell items, make sure you are subscribed. And finally, my camera battery is about to die, so I'm going to try and round this up before we all switched off. Chanel. My get out of jail free card would be, I definitely wouldn't be selling, I'm not sure if they're in shot, yes they are, my boy bags up here, the pearl, the fur, my trendy, like my business affinities, they are going absolutely nowhere. These are pretty much forever pieces for me. But my grey boy bag, which was my first ever boy bag, this is my get out of jail free card because again, I've talked about selling this before. It is still here. I still have not got round to selling it because it is still really beautiful. We've got a lot of Chanel price increases happening right now, but as mentioned, I have suggested I would sell this. So this would be the easy option. But if I think that this is probably already sold, what would the next item be? And I know some of you are going to absolutely kill me for this decision, but okay, I know I'm gonna get so many messages. Please don't message me. I will put a notice out on my Instagram and maybe do something here on YouTube if and when I do decide to sell some of these pieces. But it would actually be my Chanel 19, small size in the 19p, so super. This colour was so wanted. It was really hard to get this actually in the 19p. This is the most beautiful caramel colour. The lambskin is absolutely sensational. I've used it a few times and it's surprising actually how hard wearing lambskin is. Why would I sell this one? Simply because, again, if you watched my recent unboxing here on this YouTube channel, the Louis Vuitton, the new It bag from the brand, it's split in decisions, but I absolutely love it. I recently purchased one. Again, it will link down below in the description box if you want to go and see which bag I'm talking about. But for me, I actually prefer it over the Chanel 19, and it is pretty much the same size as this bag, and it very much has like a similar kind of vibe to it. So that is the reason why I would consider selling my small Chanel 19 bag. Breaks my heart a little bit, but to be honest, I actually don't use this bag as much as I thought I would do either, but I think it is incredibly beautiful, incredibly edgy. Those are the bags that I would sell from each of the designers in my collection. Again, let me know in the comments if you think I've made any huge mistakes. Make sure you don't go anywhere, because coming up next, I'll link my latest video release here for you and over here. My Louis Vuitton It bag unboxing, splitting decisions on the internet. Let me know what you think in this video.